So there are a lot of theological big words that we throw around. One of those words is grace, right? We really like that word, grace, God's grace. Well, what does it mean? What does that word really mean? And so one place I think that's actually kind of helpful to think about what that means is the Gospel of John. You look at the first chapter, especially verses 1 through 18. What's really interesting is that the gospel writer uses the word grace 4 times in 18 verses. And the rest of the gospel, however, never uses the word. You never see the word grace after chapter 1, verse 18. And in verse 16, we read, "From his fullness we have all received grace upon grace." But then after that, there's nothing about grace. You don't hear the word or see the word ever again. Well, why? Well, because I think that the rest of the gospel, the rest of the story of Jesus, according to John, shows you what grace looks like. What does grace upon grace look like? What does grace upon grace feel like? So what's the first thing that Jesus does in the Gospel of John? Does he heal somebody? No. Does he exorcise a demon? No. You have the wedding at Cana. Abundant grace, abundant wine, not just some wine, but the best wine, not just a couple jars, but 6 jars, 20 to 30 gallons. It's a miracle or a sign of abundance. So that's what abundant grace looks like, grace upon grace. So the rest of the gospel doesn't tell you about grace. It shows you what grace looks like.